any other printer you've ever seen, and I'm so pumped to be able to launch this tonight. Welcome to HSN. I'm Suzanne Runyon. Aaron Berger's going to join me in just a second, but check this out. Look at this printer and say, well, you know, it's a printer. It's HP. We love that. Understand, with this one purchase tonight, listen to this, it gives you up to 8,000 full color prints and years, I'm talking years, of never buying an ink cartridge. It's the last chance this year on our best HP Smart Tank all-in-one printer, and we absolutely 100% guarantee it. Let me just give you an idea, and we're gonna get into all this. You're gonna be blown away of the quality, and the value is just absolutely beyond. This is one of the refills, and you're gonna get it. In fact, you're getting 4 different colors with this. One of the refills is $17 when you go onto HP's website. This equals this entire board, 30 full cartridges. What are you talking, $30, $30, $40, $50? Count it all up, times it times 4, and that's what you're getting tonight. You're gonna get up to 8,000 prints on just the one purchase with not having to buy another cartridge literally for years and years. I do want to jump into it too. We're going to show you some features. I'm going to get Aaron Berger out here. Aaron is one of our fabulous electronic experts. I love him so dearly. He is joining us for some amazing products tonight, by the way. We have a brand new HP Touch print laptop coming up. We've got this Amazon Scribe coming up. And Aaron joins us with our incredible smart printer.
Hi.
Hi, honey.
How are you?
I'm so pumped about this.
You love the idea of never buying an ink cartridge again?
For years.
Doesn't that feel like a really nice thing to be able to do? All right, let's do this. Let's start by showing you guys how easy it is to print. So I'm just gonna get something started. Then I'm gonna show you the qualities of the print. I'm gonna tell you everything that Suzanne just told you again about. You don't have to buy ink cartridges. We're including, let me just say this. I've already interrupted myself. If you printed this, so we say that we include 2 years worth of ink, right?
Yes.
We are so conservative on that. If you printed about 250 photos, actually I have a little less than 250 photos here. If you printed this much,
full color, full size.
Full color, full size, 8.5 by 11, for every single month, January, February, March, April, May, for the next 2 years, then you would go through all the ink we've included. No, but who prints that? Nobody prints that much, right? Full color photos. For most of us who print, you know, maybe 100 pages a month, something like that, you're really talking about maybe 3, 4+ years worth of ink. So it's extraordinary. If you're going to have to go buy ink for your old dinosaur printer anytime this school year. Most of us are starting school right now. My little boy starts kindergarten tomorrow morning. He'll be at kindergarten.
Aww.
Yeah, I know, it's wild, right? You blink, thank you. It's exciting, of course. If you have kids, grandkids going into the school year, you know you're gonna have to go buy ink. I'll bet you 2 ink cartridges are probably gonna cost you $60, right? Just for your ink cartridges. So let me in fact, speaking of my little guy, so there's my little guy, there's his school photo. This print job has been sent in about 90 seconds. I'll show you what that photo looks like. In the meantime, I've got some other photos here that I've printed already because I do wanna point out, not only are you getting the lowest price per page, HP is the #1 selling inkjet printer company in America. This is the lowest price per page you can get from HP, but you're also getting full HP quality. This page costs about 2 pennies to print, between 1 and 2 pennies to print.
Wow.
This page costs about 1 and 2 pennies to print. We're not talking about subpar printing here. Yeah. We're talking about beautiful, high definition, high resolution, shockingly
blow your mind
good,
results.
Blow your mind results. And in fact, I think we can probably even take a look. Mike is coming out right there. So this is a live print. This is just a photo from my iPhone, for Pete's sakes. You know, this is not a this is like, okay, buddy, let's put on your school uniform. I'm going to work. I want to show everybody what you're going to look like tomorrow morning.
Aww.
In less than 90 seconds.
Look how good that picture is.
In less than 90 seconds.
Are you kidding
That's
me?
what your photos
and you know
like.
what? I double dog dare you. If we can, Mark, go in even tighter and tighter and tighter. Because you're all at home and you're thinking at 1 to 2 cents per print, years of never buying a cartridge, is it really going to be that good? So here's what I want you guys to do is really zoom in on it. Because I don't have a single worry in the world that you're going to be concerned that it's pixelated or it's really schmeary looking, it's crisp, it's sharp, it's beautiful. Even what I love, if you're just doing black, let's say you're just doing black and white printing, it is so defined and crisp and beautiful, no matter if you do a lot of black and white print or you're doing the color print. All right, here's just some information for you that you need to know. We've got several ways to make this really affordable in your budget. Number one, we have 5 Flex, which is great. You can get this home for about $40 over the next 5 months. It comes right away. Please remember, with everything you're getting, at a minimum, you're printing 8,000 pages in color, up to 8,000 pages in full color. You will potentially not have to buy ink, even these refills, for 2, 3, 4, maybe even 5 years. If you're printing 50, well, let's do 100 prints a month. Let's do 100 prints a month, which is actually quite a lot. If you think about it, you could potentially be using this same Today's Special 5 years from now.
Yeah.
So again, how remarkable is that? It is all about this long-term incredible value, and yet the kind of printing you want. Now, what I love is we did this as a Today's Special a while ago, several months ago. It was super popular, love it. Guys, this is completely upgraded. It is by far the best value now we've ever done on this superior printer from HP. Number 2, really important, you have the new LED screen. We all love the LED screen. I know Aaron's gonna show it in just a minute. That's brand new. It's an auto dock feeder. We did not have that the last time it was a Today's Special. No screen, no auto dock feeder. So now if you're feeding through those documents, because guess what? It will scan for you, it will copy for you, it's gonna do all the beautiful color printing for you. It is a true all-in-one, but it comes down to that phenomenal value. So definitely use our FlexPay tonight. Also want to add, guys, you're getting free shipping. And we are absolutely going to guarantee that we've got the best price anywhere. We rarely do this, and this is going to be bold what I'm about to tell you, but I want you to see your screen. HSN brings you the very best values we've found with our price match guarantee item, and this is it. Now, here's what you can do. You can shop with confidence when you purchase our Today's Special item, and that will carry our price match guarantee. And let me explain what happens. If you go online, you can see all the different stuff about it, but did you know that you can find the identical Today's Special item you purchased at HSN for less? If you do, at one of our select online competitors, we will match their price. How wild is that? So we are price match guaranteeing tonight, which is another item that we did not do the only other time it was a Today's Special.
I haven't, so I've been here almost 20 years. I've never had, this is the first time I've ever done a Today's Special. That I know that this is a new thing that HSN has been doing. I'm so proud to see that. I mean, we come, look, HP is the #1 selling brand at HSN. We at HP, Susan and I have a fabulous computer we're gonna sell a little bit later. Beautiful. We sell a lot of great printers. The Smart Tank print, the way that this works with the Smart Tank, and I'm gonna show it to you in just a minute, has changed everything because it is so much less expensive now to print per page. You spend a little bit more for your printer at the beginning, quite frankly, but you save so much money over time. And this printer, unlike the other ones that we've done, has an this is a Smart Tank with an auto document feeder, which is awesome. I'll also just point out we're doing live prints down here, and you'll see them coming out now. The quality of the prints is absolutely beautiful. Auto document feeder. You have a full touch screen here.
Brand new.
That touch screen is brand new. I have never sold a Smart Tank printer, and I would tell anyone who's watching, if you're going to buy a printer and you can buy a Smart Tank printer, buy a Smart Tank printer because it will save you so much money over time. Not only will your prints be better, not only can you print, copy, scan, and fax, you also have the auto dock feeder built in. You also have a screen so it tells you what's going on. This one is in use right now. I'm printing on this. But right from the screen, I can print, you can copy, you can scan, you can fax, Suze. This is a built-in fax. That is not something we do. That's like corporate level, you know, kind of stuff. We'll take a quick look, go through the features here. HP Smart Tank Plus 651. This is the first day we have ever done this version of a Smart Tank printer. Up to 2 years, conservatively, of ink included. Uninterrupted printing. You can securely print, copy, scan. You've already seen me do it from a phone. You can do it from a tablet. You can do it from a computer. That's another thing. Everybody in the house can print from whatever device they use. Maybe you use a Microsoft computer. Maybe dad uses a iPhone. Maybe somebody uses an Android phone. Everybody can print. So that is really key from all their different devices. What I would love to do is take a moment and review how the ink works and then show you how to put the ink in the printer, because a lot of us, I think, would think, okay, the pricing is so good and I save so much money, what's the catch? Is it going to be difficult to do? Is it going to be messy? Because you think filling an ink tank, that sounds like an art project, right? Which Suze likes. Suze likes art projects. I'm sorry, it's not like an art project at all. Actually, it's very, very simple. It doesn't make a mess. You don't have glitter and everything everywhere. So it's not quite an art project.
Goodness.
You'll see, thank goodness, right? Quick review if you're just joining us. This is a Smart Tank printer. We include 4 bottles of ink. So it's 3 bottles of colored ink plus black ink. I want you to see something. This is really key, what's next to me. Each one of these bottles is represented by the fact that you would have to buy 30 ink cartridges to get the same amount of ink you get in one bottle. Let's do some quick math. Okay, ready? Let's do some quick math. So let's say a cartridge. Now remember, I should have 4 of these boards because this only represents 1 ink bottle, right? And we're including 4 ink bottles. But anyway, let's say each cartridge costs conservatively, let's say $20. They cost more than that, but let's just say $20. 20 times 30, that would be $600 for the ink, right? Times 4 though. Because remember, we should have 4 boards out here. Right. So we're literally talking about if you had to go buy the ink that's in these, thousands of dollars worth of, I know it's wild to sort of, it almost sounds ridiculous to put it out there, but I'm telling you, this much ink goes in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 30 of these ink cartridges. So you save a ton of money. Are we ready to show everyone how easy it is to fill the tanks?
I just want to give a couple
Please
updates.
do,
Guys,
please do,
we're
please do.
extremely busy. I knew it was going to be a really great Today Special because you know what? The timing's perfect. It is the back to school, the kid going off to college. Your old printer's biting the dust. I'll tell you, for me, I've had my HP for 100 years now, and at some point I got to upgrade because just even the interior technology of an HP gets better every year. So even if you have an old HP, maybe that one goes to the kids and then you get your brand new one. If you're starting your side hustle, if you're starting a side business, if you're in business for yourself and you have some heavy duty printing needs, it's great. For me as a crafter, and you mentioned that, and we have a huge craft day coming up on Tuesday, I rely on my HP. And I spend a lot of money and a lot of paper printing out photos and printing out greeting cards and things that I love to do in my crafting projects. The value on this for me makes so much sense because I love to print. And listen, only if you do say 100 prints a month, this ink could last you up to 5 years. Think of the money you're going to save. So you invest the $40 on a major credit card, get this home, pay it off in 5 months. It literally pays for itself. Literally, it pays for itself the one time you'd have to buy 30 cartridges to match this one bottle. That pays for itself actually 3 times, 4 times over. So this is the perfect time to invest in that new printer. Now, here's what I need you to do, though, because we're really busy. It is a massive Today's Special. We knew it was going to be super popular. Please use our scan code on your screen. If you can go to hsn.com, that's the best way to be able to jump to the front of the line and get it because we are on a hold situation. So please, if you used to use it kind of traditionally, order with us. I really hope you can use hsn.com and that way you can get it. One other quick note, do not leave it in your cart. Aaron, how many times have you done this? I did it one time 4 months ago, never realized it because I always shop and I buy what I want to buy, right? One time went in, put 5 things in, forgot to finish ordering, came back later that evening, 4 of the 5 things were sold out. If someone is actively checking out, it will go out of your cart and it will go into their cart because they're actively buying it. So even though you think you can reserve it in your cart and just kind of put it to the side, that doesn't work. And I discovered that about 5 months ago.
Surprise.
All right, so let's talk about it because one of the big questions is, you know, okay, what is this ink process? 5 years from now when I finally do have to fill the ink.
Right. Well, and actually when you get the printer home, you'll have to fill it with ink for the first time. So let me show you how easy it is to do. I'm going to give my crew the heads up, and I'll tell you guys why I'm doing this. Once you've filled this with ink, you need to print 6,000 to 8,000 prints to get rid of all of the ink. So throughout the day, we actually don't. We use a tape. We record this first time filling the printer because otherwise we would just have to go through printer after printer after printer, which is a wonderful problem to have. It's something that you really only have to do once. So we're going to start now. This is how easy it is to fill your tank with ink. I'm going to walk over to the Smart Tank and I'm just going to open up. These are the 3 color inkwells. So these are on this side. Then on the other side, there's a black inkwell that I'll show you guys in just a minute. I want to grab the ink here and open it. I'm going to show you opening it. So it goes like this. Now, one of the things you'll note is that it can't make a mess. It's almost like a baby's bottle, so it has to be sort of punctured in order for it to, for the ink to start filling the well. So I'm going to take this now. I'm going to pop it right there, and you'll hear, you maybe could hear it kind of snap. That one just snapped into place, so that's filling. That's all I've got to do there. And actually, while that's filling, let me see if I can do another one at the same time. I'll just go ahead and I'll grab the blue, and I'm going to pop that one into place as well. So those are going to fill, and I'm going to let those fill. You can actually see in there. That's a fantastic shot, you guys. You can see the ink rising, right? So there is the magenta ink, and then we've got the blue ink filling up over here. When they are full, they automatically stop. So you don't actually have to keep an eye on it or anything like that, but it is, I think that one is just about done, so I'm gonna just grab this. This is empty. All I'm gonna do now is cap this. No mess, no fuss, that's it. This goes in the garbage, okay? So done there. The other one is just about done as well. Yep, I think it is actually officially done. So same thing, I'm just gonna grab it, I'm gonna cap it. Now, to finish, I would also do the yellow, and I would also do the black, but I'm just gonna close these up for now, and I wanna show you one more thing. And that is, the other thing that you'll do is you just put in the ink, the heads. So there are 2 printer heads there. There's a color and there's a black. Those are in place. You just pop them in to make sure they're secure. Close it, your ink is set, and you won't have to worry about this again for about 6,000 to 8,000 pages.
That's 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years.
Yeah,
you might have to get
something like that, right?
Can you imagine in 5 years, they're like, okay, I guess I got to spend $17 on a new bottle. I mean, isn't that amazing? You kind of got to get your head around it too. I also love the fact that everybody in the family can jump in and use it. So if you want to print off your phone, you can. If I want to print off my tablet, I got to show you, because this is gorgeous. We have a brand new touchscreen. Look at this. This is new aquamarine color we have coming up. It is such a great value. So if you've got the kid going off to college with big printing needs, if you've got the family members, I mean, gosh, nothing worse than, like, it happened to me with Ethan, and this will happen to you with Max eventually.
Oh God, what?
It is 1 in the morning, and he's like, Mom, my science report's due tomorrow. And we've run out of ink. And it's like, oh my gosh. And you're trying to go to a 24-hour something or other, and you spend a fortune because you've run out of ink in your computer or your printer. Now's the perfect time to do it, because 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 years from now will be the next time you have to even think about buying ink. Isn't that remarkable? So you can easily do the math. I mean, the math is there. Think about it. You know, again, you're spending hundreds of dollars every year trying to buy inks for an old printer that doesn't have the HP reputation, does not have the print quality.
Look at it.
I'll tell you, when we did a big meeting about 6 months ago on all the with HP folks on all the printers.
Yep.
And my fear with this one, because it was giving us so many prints, 8,000 full color prints on one purchase, I thought, oh, it's going to be just terrible looking print quality. Like back in the day when it was all schmeary and the printers were really bad from other brands. This is the kind of quality you can expect. These are frameable. These are the inexpensive gifts that people will love. Stick an inexpensive frame around it and people will be like, oh my gosh, that wedding photo is so beautiful. Max's first day at school, you're gonna frame it, put it on the wall. People just love this, and you're doing it for pennies. I do want to mention too, we've got a couple really fun things you can buy extra, and one of my favorites we've never done before is the Hallmark card package. And the reason we put this together as an additional item is because you can print so much stuff. Why not print your own cards and think about how much money you'll save just making your own cards for pennies?
Come look at this for a minute, you guys.
So cute.
You get the Hallmark Card Studio, you get the software to print thousands and thousands of Hallmark cards. You can personalize them to make them your own. So like I put a picture right inside of Max and me. On the back, you can see this is a real Hallmark card. And we're also sending along 20 envelopes, and get this is so nice. This is what I use to print these cards. We're sending 20 pieces of card paper as well. The card paper is perforated so that it really, really neatly and nicely folds just like a real, true Hallmark card. It's so smart when you think about it for a minute. These prints cost about a penny a piece. Pick up Hallmark Card Studio as well, and you can make your cards for a couple of pennies a piece. And so cards are expensive. We all know that, right? They cost a couple of bucks a piece
full
usually.
Color, gorgeous.
Yes,
like color. How many times back in the day you were so, even now, right now, do you only print out the most precious picture and then you freak out when it prints out wrong? Right. You're like, oh,
yeah, how much did that cost me?
You can just hear that ink burning. You're just like, oh my gosh, there's so much color ink. Now, I don't care. Print out your entire family reunion. Now, print out all the school photos. Help the school teacher out and help her out printing out stuff for the school room as we start the new year. I just want to tell you what's happening. This is the first and last and final time we are doing the HP Smart Tank System all-in-one printer as a Today Special. Usually we save these really good Today Specials towards Christmas time when everybody's thinking about it, but no, this is it. You're getting our best foot forward, and we absolutely guarantee it. That's the game changer. Number one, screen. Never done that. Big LCD color screen. Number two, never did an auto dock feature, which you really need to talk about that. That's number two. Number 3, we have a price match guarantee. We have never offered this on an HP whatsoever. In fact, it's really rare we offer it on anything. But here's what we're gonna guarantee you. You can look around, you can dig around. You can go to some of our specific competitors, and if they have a better price than us, we will match that price. I'd love to put the graphics up one more time so you guys can see it. That means you're getting the best deal anywhere, and we daggone guarantee it. I think that's so exciting because you can dig around if you want to once you get it at home. If you can beat our price, fine. We're actually gonna match that. And what I love about it is you're gonna get it, if you can find it for less at any of our select online competitors, we'll match that price. All you do is visit .com and you can see all the terms and details so you can learn more of it. But that's huge, guys. We are guaranteeing that no one's gonna have a better deal than we do on it. Please remember, you're getting all the inks. You might not ever have to buy a refill for the next 5 years.
It's wild, right?
It's actually pretty funny to get your head around it. And if you're printing even 100 items a month, that literally is approximately, we guessed it, 5 years of printing, right?
So here's and let's do the math. I know this is not a math class, but school does start tomorrow, so it wouldn't kill any of us to do a little review.
That's right.
Yeah. So with the ink that comes along with this, you get about 6,000 black and white prints, about 8,000 color prints. So these are easy numbers. Let's say you printed 100 prints per month. Times 12 months, that's 1,200. Times 5, that's 6,000. So there's your 5 years worth. We use the very conservative number of 2 years worth of ink. Frankly, if you get 2 years worth of ink, it's a heck of a value. But this, just to kind of give you, an idea to kind of put your mind around it, I've printed about 250 photos here. So theoretically, you could print about 250 full color photos every single month for 2 years. Nobody prints this much. I mean, it may be if you have, I shouldn't say nobody, if you're a teacher, if you're a, if you do a lot of art projects, you start your own business, if you're an absolute crafter like you, and I know a lot of your fans are, a lot of the gals that you do classes with, et cetera, yes, you might print this much. You gotta have this printer. I mean, it makes it all the more you print, quite frankly, the more you need it, right? Sure. When you think about it, because the price per page is maybe a penny or two. Here's a photo, just a fun little photo Susan and I took before the show. This is the quality.
Just a basic camera. Oh, I might have to frame this one of us. Look at it.
Honestly, this is the iPhone that I use for demos. It's probably like a 6 or 7 year old iPhone. It's the oldest iPhone I have. It's the one I'm using tonight. It's not like a fancy camera, but it takes a fine photo, and the prints are beautiful. I mean, the quality of the printing is beautiful. I'm gonna set this down.
It's frame-worthy is what I call it.
Then into the frame it goes for you. I want to show you guys auto document feeding here for just a minute as well. You can do up to 35 pages at a time. This is a big feature I have not had in the past, and I will point out, I think I actually have something down here as well. You can also do flatbed scanning. I have not had, I think ever, another smart tank, certainly not at this price, that had an auto document feeder built in. And this is also where the screen comes into play. So I've got I've got about, I think, 3 pages. Yeah, I've got 3 pages in here. You know, tax documents, those kind of things. We're back in school season. You'll be doing a lot of vaccination form, all that kind of stuff. On my screen, which is another way that this really sets itself apart, you can copy, you can scan, you can fax, you can do it all using the screen. Now you can do it all from your computer, you can do it all from your smartphone, you can do it all from your tablet, but having this screen, I'm gonna go right in here to copy. You can do up to 99 copies. We could do black and white, we could do color. I'm gonna just say, let's just make 2 copies or 3 copies, sure, fine, I'll do 3. And I'll do it, I think the first page is color, the others aren't. Start color. It's gonna make the copies for you. You can walk away. This is gonna do all the sorting and all the assimilating and all of that. You don't have to worry about it all. It's all built in. If you're just joining us, we have done one time ever at HSN, have we done a Smart Tank Today special before. This is only the second one we have ever done. We have never done one that has an auto document feeder, that has that beautiful print, that screen, that touch screen on the front that makes everything so much simpler. And the key with a Smart Tank is you don't have to keep buying ink cartridges, which frankly are go in the landfill when you're done with them. So they're not particularly good for the environment. They're certainly not good for your pocketbook. This is a much more world-friendly, pocketbook-friendly, user-friendly way to have a printer. This is called a tank printer. And what we're gonna do in just a minute, we took a little video just a moment ago of me filling these ink tanks, and we're actually gonna play it back for you because I wanna show you how easy it is to fill the tanks. I'm also showing you here what you can expect in terms of quality of, look at that.
So cute.
In terms of quality of print, you're not sacrificing quality, even though this print only costs about a penny. This print only costs about a penny.
And what are those, $5 if you go to the drugstore?
Just gonna say,
right,
when you go to the drugstore, maybe if you found the cheapest drugstore in town, maybe it'll be $4.
Yeah,
You know
right,
what I mean?
right.
I mean, we're talking about on the magnitude of hundreds of times more, 100 pennies, 200 pennies, not 1 or 2 pennies for the ink. And that's all this costs. Whether you're printing on plain paper, whether you're printing on photo paper, it's all up to you, but the qualities of the print as we get into back to school season and then into holiday season, you think about making your own cards. Again, I'll remind you, we have that Hallmark Card Studio available. That's a wonderful thing. Also, after, I'm gonna throw it back to Sue so she can update you guys. I know we're really busy, but there's also a lot of great crafts and back to school and those sort of things that are built into the HP Smart app, which is free, and I'll show you that on my phone here in just a second.
And we're also talking about HP Smart Friend, the Smart app.
Oh my
Smart Friend.
gosh, we haven't talked about Smart Friend.
There's a lot going on, and our price match guarantee. All right, so here's what's happening. If you really think about it, we showed you over there, one of these is, you're getting all 4, so you get 3 of the colors and the black that goes with it. One of these, it actually equates to 30 cartridges that you're buying over and over and over and over and over again. So of our 30 cartridges, that's about, even at $20 a cartridge, when you guys see that right over there, that comes out to about $600, just that one board. Now, you've got to multiply that by 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? So if it's $20 a cartridge, $600 for 30 of these, that equals one of these, and then multiply that, we're talking about hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars. That's wild. You don't have to do that anymore. And think about it, if you're doing just 100 beautiful prints, black and white, color, have fun with it. This literally, the ink could last you up to 5 years. You'll never have to think about buying a refill ink for 4, 5 years, say at 100 prints a month. If you've got the business, if you've got extra people, who, a whole family needs to print stuff out, if you're doing reports, you've got the kids going back to school, the kid going off to college, you've got the big science fair project, you love to print out information. It's recipes that we love. For me, I'm a crafter. This is a crafter's dream because I can print just anything I want as much as I want for many, many years without ever having to worry about grabbing ink again for a very, very long time. Here's what we're doing though, guys. This is a $459 value. Yes, is it worth it? You betcha. They put together a massive value for us. We're at $199.99. We have free shipping. We have 5 flex pays. You can get this home for $40 on a major credit card. You pay it off in 5 months. You are good to go. Just the Smart Ink system for 1 year is $169.99. So for a couple extra bucks more, oh, by the way, we're giving you the printer. And it's an HP, the #1 best-selling printer in the country. The quality is unsurpassed. Everything about this is such a huge win tonight. And one last quick note before we show that printing refill again. Remember, you have this, the only time for the rest of the year we're offering as a Today Special is tonight, right here and right now. And again, if you can, because we are so busy, I knew it was gonna be a really fun Today Special. You guys understand the value equation we're putting together. Please go to hsn.com. That is the fastest way to go to the front of the line, and please remember to completely check out. Putting it in your cart doesn't save it for you. It can be snatched out of your cart and offered to somebody who's actually actively buying it at that moment. So here's what I'm gonna do, Erin, if we can, I would love to show how you fill the tanks when you first get it.
And we gotta talk about HP Smart Friend too.
Yeah, yes.
Which one first?
Let's do Smart Friend.
Let's do Smart. I think so too. I'm gonna be in so much trouble that I haven't mentioned Smart Friend. I can see my notes tomorrow morning, man. I should have mentioned it. It's a big deal. It costs $169 just for HP Smart Friend. You guys saw that. So what is HP Smart Friend? I'm glad you asked. This is what HP Smart Friend is. HP Smart Friend is your friend in the tech business. So when you get your printer home, if you have any questions at all, you don't have to call your friend, your relatives, your kids, your grandkids to come help you set it up. You don't have to do that. We have HP Smart Friend, which is a service that will answer all of your tech questions for you. Your big questions, your small questions, your tiny little questions, questions that might otherwise feel silly or that sort of thing.
How do I fax?
Yeah, right.
That's a good question.
How do I use, that's great.
Because you don't do it very often.
When's the last time you set up a fax machine, right? 1983? I mean, it's been a minute since you've done it. You put the phone line in the back of this, like the whole thing. And the truth is, I was being silly and sarcastic there. So when you need to send a fax, you need to send a fax, right? It's always to a doctor or for school or for whatever. Also, by the way, you don't have to have a fax line. You can do it digitally using the HP Smart app too. But anyway, the point is, call HP Smart Friend. They will answer all of your questions for you. They will take care of
24/7,
every
right?
single question for you. I think it's like 12 hours a day, something like that. So 8 to 6 Pacific time is what comes to mind. Don't quote me on that, even though I said it on national television. But we'll look up the hours for you guys. But it's an all-day, really, really nice service. Definitely 7 days a week.
It's 24/7.
Oh, it is 24/7. Pardon me, I stand corrected then. So 24/7, which is even better. Let's show everybody how to refill the ink.
Or how to even
how
fill it. When it comes at home, you got to fill the ink.
Okay, cool. So we're going to show you right now. Again, this is a tank system. So that means you don't have to put ink cartridges, which fill up landfills later, frankly, into your printer. Instead, there are these 3 color wells, and you see I am just undoing the ink bottle there, right? And I just pop it against my hand like that because I want you to see it doesn't spill. You don't have to worry, is this gonna be messy? Is this a, a day-long project? No, you'll have your whole printer set up in 15 minutes probably. So I pop that one on, and you see it's filling by itself. So as soon as you pop it on there, it starts to fill the tank, and you can literally, you see it there? You see the color increasing. Now, I'm impatient. You can tell by how quickly I talk. I was not born patient. My father isn't patient. None of us burgers aren't patient people. So I'm doing 2 at a time. Nobody else in their right mind would do that, but I just wanted you to see you could. So now you see the blue filling as well. Once they have filled, once they stop, once the ink stops going into the well, you can just remove the bottles. So that you'll see, that's what I'm doing right there. Very easy thing to do. That bottle's gone. And then once you've filled up all the inks, again, it's a very clean system, so you don't have to worry, am I dripping everywhere? Am I making a mess everywhere? There I am getting in the camera shot, just double checking that everything's finished. That's it. You'll see in a minute here, I'm gonna close those ink wells. And then one other thing, and again, you only have to do this once. This also includes 2 ink heads. So it's a color ink head and a black ink head, but unlike a traditional copy machine or a copier, printer, scanner, faxer, you're not throwing these away when you're done. They stay in there. The ink from the tanks goes to that print head, so you have beautiful, fresh, clean printing all the time.
And really what it comes down to is just, it is a superior value. You pay a little bit more up front, but then it pays itself off so darn quickly. Even for the holiday, how many of you love doing photo calendars? I love doing photo calendars. They're so personalized, they're so cool. They cost a fortune to do them online. How many of you just, let's say you don't have a big budget for Christmas, but you can print out such beautiful, rich pictures that put a very inexpensive frame around them, and people will love that as a Christmas gift. So now you can think about, oh my gosh, there's so many things I want to print out. It might be home decor ideas. It might be home decorating. It could be the Hallmark card collection. It could be the family calendars. If you know anybody who is in school, support the teachers. Say, you know what? I'll volunteer to print out a ton of stuff for your classroom. They'll not only really appreciate it, but you're able to give back, and you're doing it for pennies. Do you have a whole bunch of people in the house? Everybody needs to print. Maybe you love to print. My husband loves to read hard copy stuff. He is an avid, that's why I have an HP. He is an avid printer. He just likes having stuff on paper. He does not necessarily like to read complicated things online. So what does he do? He prints it off. Oh, guess what? We're ready to go, getting ready to go to Ireland. And what I'm doing is I'm literally printing off every single bit of our trip, because you know what? I love my phone, but if I run out of power, I don't have that information. We're gonna copy on my HP our passports, so we have extras of those. How many of you have a lot of medical stuff you've got to deal with? How many of us need printed copies of emails? Maybe you're doing a logistical company, or maybe you work in your own business and you need to print out information for employees or for sales tools. That's the power of getting an HP, and that's the performance of getting this one, because it's that incredible smart tank. Just again, I love this reference too. This is 250 full color prints. 250, look at this. This blows my mind. 250 full, high resolution, sharp as all get out, gorgeous prints. Literally, if you printed out 250 of these per month, 250 per month, this ink is gonna last you 2 years. Let's say you did half of these, I don't know, less than half, maybe 100, right? This ink is gonna last you potentially up to 5 years. One purchase, and if you're doing 100 copies a month, you're basically gonna be up to 5 years before you have to buy new refilling. things. And by the way, 5 years from now, when you do buy them, they're very inexpensive to buy the refill things.
Yeah, that's a great
point. And then you start all over again. But you're getting the brilliance of HP. Why do you want to get it now? It is the last time we're doing this as a today's special, and we price guarantee. We're guaranteeing tonight's price. If you get it at home and you dig around and you go to some of our other online competitors and you find a better deal, we're going to match that price. So we're guaranteeing our price tonight for those of you who are picking up here. 5 flex, free shipping. Gang, we put it all together, Aaron. I don't know, I could throw in the kitchen sink, I guess.
Yeah,
but this is incredible. And by the way, the retail value is $459, almost $500.
We include a lot of great stuff. We include that HP Smart Friend, so if you have any questions, we include all the ink you need for about 6,000 to 8,000 prints, about 6,000 black and white, about 8,000 color prints. I referenced that HP Smart Friend again because typically, paying for a tech support service is an expensive thing. In fact, it's almost $170, $169.99. What that means is any question you have, you can buy this and know that if you have a question about filling the tank. I showed you how simple it is, but maybe you have a question. If you have a question about, right now I'm using the auto document, I just use the auto document feeder to send you mentioned scanning, so I just scan some documents to my phone. So the documents are processing on the phone right now, but maybe you have a question about that. I'm gonna just set this down. Or you have a question about using the fax, or you have then they're there. You have a question about anything you want, the folks at HP are there to answer any question you have. If you're picking this up tonight, know that you're picking up the best smart tank printer we've ever done. The one with the auto dock, the one with the color touchscreen, copy, print, fax, scan, all at your fingertip, and so much ink. We say 2 years conservatively included, but potentially much more than that.
Oh my gosh, yeah. And again, one day, that's it for the whole rest of the year too. Now, please don't go anywhere because we have a gorgeous,
beautiful computer.
HP laptop coming up. It's really the perfect 1-2 combination tonight.
Yeah.
You're gonna love the offer. It's a touchscreen at a price